Yeah, I didn't get a load. I did get out of the big mud hole though. I'll probably weigh a couple 100 pounds more of the mud all over the truck, I'm sure. Which reminds me, this is no joke. One time I loaded out of Sacramento, California. This is many years ago, probably about 95 or 96 or something like that. Anyway, so I loaded up out of Sacramento or somewhere over there. Vallejo, somewhere around there. Anywho, let me not get sidetracked by myself. But anyhow, that reminded me about a load I got in California one time, and I was taking it to New York. And I got over to New York, and I went across the scale, and the scale master came out and said, "You know what? You're several thousand pounds overweight." And he said, I would advise you to go break the ice off the back of that truck, that trailer, and come across the scale again. So he's pretty cool, you know. Apparently he'd seen it a few times. But man, I had ice around the wheels. Probably weighed as much as a car. I'm telling you, this freaking ice was built up. I mean, it was huge. And I knocked off that ice, and I'm telling you, it was huge. These big, gigantic things of ice around the front of the trailer wheels and on the back of the wheels, in front of the landing gear behind the drive wheels, tires. And I was several thousand pounds overweight. I can't remember, it so long ago. But yeah, I was way overweight because of the ice that had built up on my truck. So in saying that I was a couple of 100 pounds overweight with the mud on my truck, I wouldn't doubt that at all. I mean, I got some mud on this truck. Anywho, did I mention that I was 172 pounds before I left the house? Yeah, I dig that. I like losing that weight. I was a small feller majority of my life until I was in my mid 40s or something like that. I started putting weight on, and I thought it was kind of cool at first, you know. Yeah, I could use a couple of pounds. Next thing you know, man, I was ballooning up, had a big belly, and then for the next decade, it became the biggest war I had, was fighting that big belly. And that's how I came up with the name Big Belly, because it was always bothering me how I had this huge, gigantic belly. And with me crawling up and down these trailers with these loads that are 13 feet up and stuff, man, it wasn't working for me. So I'll turn you guys around. I'm gonna go over here. I gotta get over here for a second. So yeah, so anyway, so my big belly had became public enemy number one to me, so much so that I wanted to name my trucking company that never took place Big Belly Trucking. But so when the time come and I had to get rid of the P, that's when we finally came up using Big Belly, and we were hoping that the building the Harleys was going to work out. But it may in the future. But right now, I need to make money now, so I'm making money at what I know how to do. I don't know how long that's going to last. I know the government, actually it's big trucking companies, are trying to get a law passed where right now we have to have $750,000 coverage on our loads, and the big trucking outfits are pushing to get $2 million minimum liability on the loads on these trucks. So that's a pretty big increase. And if that happens, I would imagine a lot of people are going to go out of business. But in reality, what's really going to happen is the cost of living is going to go up, because, you know, in reality, truck drivers ain't going away. You ain't going to get your freight. No, not by all big trucking companies. You know, if I can remember correctly, the small businessman in the trucking business is 60%. So if they push our minimum up to $2 million from $750,000, it's not, the truck driver is not going to go out of business. I mean, sure, there's a lot of them that will go out of business at first. Well, what's going to happen is the cost of living is going to have to pay for it. And so that's you and that's me, man. That's everybody is going to have to pay for it. So these locals up there in the government, they think they know what they're doing. These people don't know what the freak they're doing. They're just after our freaking money, man. They're trying to break us. They're trying to ruin us. But the only thing they're doing is just showing us who they are. Don't get me started. I'm apologizing. No, I apologize. Don't get me started. So anyway, no, I didn't get a load. I did see a load that was tempting, and the guy called me on it. Was better done loads on Saturday. Pays $3,700 going up to Gent, Kentucky, which is by Louisville. But I don't want to unload on Saturday, so I passed on it. And there's been this pesky fly in here, and it's been hot in here, so he's been full of piss and vinegar. But now that it's getting cooled off in here, I'm going to get him. Now that he's going to slow down, I'm going to get him. Anyway, you guys have a nice evening, and God bless. Have lots of fun, and